So this is Fam Electric Ghost, and this episode is Eve's been catching hell since Adam took off his Bible belt. Peg talks political electronic music, or PEM. Now, from the day one that we started Fam Electric Ghost, we got into what we call political electronic music, which is another variation on Expansive Sound. And the Expansive Sound is DAWless recording, digital audio workstations we don't use. We use hardware recorders like the Zoom R16 and R24 to capture hardware synths like Moogs and Rolands and Arturias in real time. We like to do that because we look at our analog and digital instruments, hardware instruments, as members of the band, Phantom Electric Ghost. We like to trip the, energy fantastic, the ghost in the machine. The whole idea of Phantom Electric Ghost is it's a band of phantoms or, spiritual beings that have decided to create music. And because all life is electric, they took on the idea of Phantom Electric Ghost, and Josephine Electric, the lead singer of the band, and Phantom, the producer, keyboardist, decided to create this power of doing music in this way, which is a free jazz, jam band, improvisational style of recording with what we call stream of consciousness lyrics and stream of consciousness analog modeling and noodling. So the idea of political electronic music, again, goes back to the first record, which was called Something Wicked, and had the line, "Something Wicked This Way Comes, TRUMP," back in 2016, which was somewhat prophetic given the behavior of Donald Trump. We know where we are right now because of Mr. Trump, but we also like to take aim at people who have pious intentions but bad energy behind it. So in the song that's the name of this episode, Eve's Been Catching Hell Since Adam Took Off His Bible Belt, is the idea that a pious religious zealot is having illicit sex with tweens and underage girls. And this idea is he takes off his Bible belt, and his idea, he's doing sexual misconduct and abuse of his parishioners, in fact, these young female parishioners. And Josephine's talking about how this Adam who took off his Bible belt is, hurting these young women. And this song uses the kind of driving techno electronic beat to kind of get the point across. One of the things that we did with this music is we really kind of rediscovered the power of the Moog Mother 32 connected to a DFAM, and we've got it doing some interesting things where we've got a trigger coming from the VCA output, and the VCF cutoff is being controlled by a morphogene sampler, and we're just doing a lot of overrides on the workflow between the Mother 32. We have the run stop being kicked off by a trigger on the DFAM. We've got the clocks kind of synchronized and playing with all the control surfaces, and we find that we also got the pulse wave modulation affecting interest. We're using pretty much a lot of techniques. We're using the LFO of the Mother 32, the pulse wave modulation, the run stop, the VCF cutoff. We're doing a lot of interesting overrides to create this very rhythmic beat that you hear. And in the last 4 or 5 songs, we've been using this technique, and we like what we did with this one. We got it to be somewhat interesting because you can get the rhythms to align and then bring in some like white noise to kind of have cymbal crashes and bring in more percussive nature just by playing with the VC mix and the VC the mod amounts, and you just get a really interesting vibe that is pretty cool for what we're trying to do. It is very appropriate with the song, and then on top of it, there's a Moog Grandmother bass line or a lead bass that we put on top of this other kind of driving sequenced bass that is It's just the nature of our tones ever since we got these Moogs. And the Moogs just give us this kind of wonderland of rediscovery all the time. Sometimes we just pull all the wires out and start all over again. This is one of these cases where he said, we want to sync up what we can do with the Mother 32. We've been lusting after a subharmonicon, and we've wanted to figure out how to do that with the gear we got. We do have a maths utility module, which actually is in the mix to kind of give us a little time modification. Or it tends to give us additional LFOs so we can do more interesting beats. This particular song is using the LFO in combination with the sequencer, the LFO on the Mother 32 in the pulse width modulation. And there is a lot of stuff. It's similar in terms of capability, in terms of polyrhythms that you can get between using the Mother 32 and a DFAM and a maths module. And we're using a 6U modular case solution from Arturia. In this particular song, it's all Moog. We're not using the Roland. We're not using our Arturia. We're not using our OPZ from Teenage Engineering. It's all the Mother trilogy of synths. The only one with two we're missing, we don't have a matriarch and we don't have the subharmonicon. The matriarch and the subharmonicon we're lusting after, and we would like to really get into it. But the idea of folk electronic music is out there. You can actually hear the title track "Something Wicked" on all streaming services, and go out Fam Electric Ghost and go to your favorite streaming services, Apple Music or Spotify, and hear that original track. That's the only track from that album that's been re-released. We just put out a bunch of new records. On Friday, we've got the Flower Underground full-length album, which is our second album this year. The other first album was Holly Black. And then we've got the EP, The Other Me Meme, which is a pretty personal record. And then we got a bunch of singles that we talked about in the last episode. But the Holiday Card Non-Receipt is an interesting song. We had this partnership that we had with this other musician, and we got so caught up in the we thought we had a friendship, and then when holiday season came, we didn't get a card, and we kind of like took it personal, and the whole thing kind of collapsed after we felt that we've been slighted because we didn't get that holiday card, and we thought that the least they could do is like send some kind of card to show that there was, more than just a working relationship. There was a connection that we felt there was. But is this idea with Josephine admits to that, and that's actually a true story where I kind of dumped the whole relationship because I didn't get a holiday card, which is, you could look at it as a small mind or whatever, but it was the feeling at the time that I felt that there was this connection, and it didn't. I guess the person didn't really feel it the same way, and I put a lot of effort into a project where I gotten artists to do the cover of the record. We've gotten some ability to get it distributed. That we had done a lot of pre-work, and then this whole thing just fell apart because the person started to get a little confused by the Josephine Electric part of my personality, which maybe is a little daunting. But I've been writing about this in songs for the last 3 years. But Holiday Card Non-Receipt is an interesting story that's pretty close to the truth. And so that's less of a political electronic music, but more confessional music. And we were interesting. We had a really good podcast last night with an artist that we really dig a lot. You got to check him out. In the last podcast that we did that's out there, you can go and see last night's episode. We talked to Liza Oppenheimer, who's kind of got a Liz Phair, Exile and Guyville vibe to her music. She's very confessional, very open, but then she has a sense of humor that's somewhat, Liz Phair has a sense of humor as well too. So she's got this kind of riot girly sound, but it's got a synthwave motif, but it's got like a Liz Phair attitude. So check it out. She got a lot of cool tracks out there. Stink Eye is a big one. We talked to her about that last night. She's also got an EP you got to check out. And again, if you want to be on the show, you can see the little write-up there. We do the free interview like we did last night with Liza. We also do a video interview that we're asking for $25 for that. We do it through StreamYard, and then you actually, unlike the audio version of the podcast, it is live from StreamYard to our Facebook channel. We give you the MP4 of the video. We give you the WAV file. We also give you the link from our Facebook, and then we take everything and convert it to audio and get it onto Anchor FM. So because it's a little bit more work, we're asking for $25 for that effort to do the video podcast in real time. The requirements are you have to have a Apple or PC. You can do it on the phone, but StreamYard doesn't guarantee that it will work right. So it's better if you do it with a video. Got to have a webcam. Really good if you had a USB mic. You can use the mic that comes resident with your machine. But yeah, we're looking to do that. You send us a voice memo here, which we haven't had people trying that. You can use actually the voice memo capability. Give us your Instagram username or your Facebook direct handle or your email address, and then we'll get in touch with you about setting that up. Alternatively, you can send us an email to fameelectricghost@gmail.com. It's fameelectricghost@gmail.com. Or you can contact us on our Instagram, which we have here on this episode. You can see it. It's expansive_sound_experiments. That's expansive_sound_experiments. And we'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Fam Electric Ghost signing off. Practice social distancing, wear a mask, save yourself and your friends and your loved ones and strangers.
You can't give your hand to yourself, especially when you're unloosing your bubble bell. Feel just like it. That at the bar that you cream, it seems like an animal with a twin. I don't like that scene. I don't want to be that man. I don't want to be him. I don't believe. Oh no. trash. Just taking up the land. Spell. And there's no more water in the Christian well. Yeah, for all the trumping bells. You're already know trumping bells. Can't you tell? They all went so well. So well, went by. When our legend Bible bell. Yeah, I surely was catching hell. Legend Bible bell. Sure it was catching hell, and you know she's at the bottom of that dry well. She's catching hell, and you know she's catching hell at the bottom of that Christian dry well. Yeah, that Trumpian spell at the bottom of that dry Trumpian well. Yeah, for the Christians fell, sporting a man in the tween. Bible belting on me. Yeah, let your Bible belting on me. And I ain't no Russian me. Ain't no Russian talk queen. Young listen Bible bell on me. And I'm not his little tween. Young listen Bible bell on me. TikTok queen, young Lucius Bible bell on me, and I know ain't no rushing me. Ain't no rushing me. I know what he did to that tween. Between the sheets, I know what did me. Yeah, I found Adam fell in a bomb like Christian well. Catching hell, you know, all catching hell. Oh, you know how hard they fell. The song started and we're parted because I didn't get a holiday card from you. So started and we're parted. Now I'm broken hearted dude. Then I started and we're parted because I couldn't get to the truth. Then I started and we're parted. And now I'm permanently blue. Now you're on Victoria, doing all those dudes here now, because now playing PK blues. In and out and in, baby, it's the same. In and out and in, and I seen, and I'm seen. And talk to everyone I mean. I still come on your dirty mean. The song started, then we're burning, 'cause I didn't get a holiday card from you. The song started, and we're burning, and you never did tell me the truth. And the beach, blowing me, and it's bad, me drip. And you know, you're down, you always get me a red. And I want one down, I want no more than a little dance. Couldn't you, couldn't you be my little wretch? It all started, and we parted. Couldn't tell me truth. You didn't like the girl, and the girl inside this dude. And it burned, and it stung, and when it wasn't true. And it burned, and it stung, and I got the holiday blues. And I wish mirror image others do with you choose. And I know you'll be alive, and you can't be lewd. And I know you're the way, you're the purple king of the day. And I know it's all way, all way. Come on, me every day. Yes, I do it the hard way. It's all started, and we're fired, 'cause you once sent me a holiday card. And it's started, 'cause you wanted to do you hard. It all started, and we're parted, because you didn't want to call love. It all started, and we're parted, and it's still permanent law. I see you on big on left, and you're parking queen. Now it's on the left, and then you're talking of teens and tweens. And I know we're alive, and I like get obscene. I know you come alive, and I do it between the sheets. You know I still come on your meme. You know it's unseen and seen. You know it's obscene and seen. I still come on your meme. And you know how this started. You didn't send me a holiday card. You know I took it quite hard. And you know to your meme, I still come a lot. You know to your meme, I still come a